LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew's a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Emily Procter's here tonight from CSI Miami. The juggernaut known as the CSI Miami. And all this crime stuff. What is going on?
I don't know. I've decided.
Listen, hold on. You better pull the mic toward you. And here's...
Is that better?
It's really the beauty of radio. I will tell you the beauty of radio,
Many
Emily.
things are the beauty of radio.
I'll tell you one of the most beautiful, fundamental, the purest thing about radio is every single night the mic sits 3 feet away from whoever the guest is, and every single night they speak into it when it's 3 feet away from them, because I don't think people think you can monkey
right
with the
so
mic.
You see, what he's saying is it's comforting.
It's not
Things
your
don't
fault,
change in radio.
but it is. Well, here's the whole thing about radio. There is a certain stupidity level that you can hang your hat on, and you know what you're going to get.
You can anticipate it.
What you don't want is somebody acting like a retard 4 days out of the week, and then fifth day of the week they're Einstein.
Right.
Not radio. Radio 7 day a week.
You also don't want some smart ass fixing everything. That's uncomfortable.
Well, and also, in my defense, it's very expensive looking. I didn't want to touch it.
No, that's the point.
I don't think I can afford to fix it if I break it.
You were making the point.
That mic and stand cost a bundle, and that's $1971 too. So, I mean, you got to figure 35 years later. This thing was almost $200 in 1971. So,
at least.
A gallon of gas was 40 cents. You know,
yes.
You do
and
the
it
math.
took you 3 hours to get it. How long did it take to get the microphone?
I was, oh my God, I don't even know where I am.
What happened to you? You're just like running in here from what?
I'm frazzled.
Why?
Because tonight on Too Late with Adam Carolla, Comedy Central, 12 o'clock midnight, Steve O.
Oh boy,
one of the jackass guys, Steve O. He got loaded out of his mind.
Yeah,
he blacked out and he started to attack me.
Yeah,
I mean he jumped on me and started to put his foot through a glass table. Well, it depends. It's now feeling raw boo. But is that second or is it in the underpants?
Was he usually when he
retro is second?
Well, when he begins that kind of an attack, it's usually intent to sort of attack with his genitalia.
His whole body's genitalia. I look at the entire male body's genitalia.
That's not a blackout. That's an acutely agitated state.
Oh, really?
Drugs and stuff.
I am telling you, we had to stop the show. That we have a glass coffee table that he attempted to put his hand through, and he ended up shattering it with his foot by putting it through. We had to restrain him, call like EMT guys, and drag him out of there and finish the show with no coffee table.
Did you put him in the hospital?
I have no idea where they put him. I just finished the show without him.
Did any of that make the show?
I don't think that yours is a glass coffee. I'm sorry, Marcus.
No, this is another engineer at another site.
This
is the site you've seen. Remember Anderson?
Anderson, yes. Did that make? Yes, it all made the show. So
thank God.
You can enjoy that. You can enjoy Steve-O tonight. Sorry, Emily.
I was just going to say, I don't know that your crowd is a glass coffee table kind of a crowd, isn't it?
Good point. Maybe you ought to change your desk.
Yeah, I think it's a couple of cinder blocks and a pine plank.
Egg crate.
Egg crate.
Stone.
Yeah.
Stone.
You know what I like about Emily? Emily looks like an Emily. She sounds like an Emily. She looks like an Emily. She is an Emily.
Through and through.
And it's easy to remember her name. You don't have to glance down and pick up Emily. It's Emily.
It's Emily.
Parents are smart who name their kids names where they look. And that's, Drew, we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, which is everybody picks the kid's name out 6 months in advance. At least white people do this. They open the book, they start picking out names. You wouldn't give your dog a name before you saw your dog. You have to see your dog and see what it looks like. Is it a Fluffy? Is it a Fido? Is it a Furball? Is it a Tigger? You know what I mean? You got to know what that dog is. And then it's like your parents saw you and said, "That's an Emily." You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you should do it.
I agree.
That's how you should do it. And by the way, does the kid need a name for the first 4 months of life?
Debatable.
I once knew this family who the father decided it was a good idea to let the children name themselves when they were old.
That's a special kind of.
Have another bong load, Pops.
Yeah, there was one who named herself Princess, because why wouldn't you?
Oh,
Sure.
my God.
And then the boy named himself Ben.
Ben.
Just Ben.
So there was a sane one in the group.
I would have asked if my dad went with Hitler.
Mussolini.
Yeah, well, that's my middle name. Hitler, Mussolini, Schwartz.
Stalin Schwartz.
Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin, Schwartz. Hyphenated Stalin, Schwartz. Hey, I'm not going to stop that.
Hey, I cannot get over the Steve-O thing. First of all, I feel like I should go get him and treat him because, you know what I mean? They had to send him to me.
Forget about get him. Dart him
Yeah, I know.
and treat him.
We can deal with that.
Yeah.
A. B.
Hey, Drew, why is it that when you rub your balls while you're jerking off that it feels so much better?
There he is.
I haven't noticed
There he is.
that.
Speaking of Steve-O.
Yeah.
And was he intending to attack you, or was he just went berserk and just you happened to be in the line of fire?
Steve was
You
in
look
a
cute tonight.
crazy. Yes.
He went berserk because what prompted him?
Squeezable.
What prompted him?
He was. I've seen many guys.
He was
I've been
loaded.
around guys
Yeah.
that were blasted out of
Yeah.
their mind, and the guys that are blasted out of their mind have these sort of impulses of wanting to do things.
Yes.
and I don't know if it's a blackout state or not, but they say things like, "We have to go to Mexico
Right.
and get those people out."
Right.
And so they get up and they start moving for the door.
Right.
And you try to restrain them, and you say, "No, relax, just sit down. You're drunk," and then they start scuffling with
Yeah.
you, and the next thing you know, they're pushing on you,
Yeah.
and then they're sort of right. Here's what they're doing. They're doing exactly what you don't want them to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what certain guys do when they're drunk. Women
Yes,
don't
it's
do
true.
that. Guys will be like, you'll be like, "Listen, buddy, give me the keys. Let you know, you're not the boss of me." And you're like, "Listen, buddy, I'm worried about you. I don't. There's cops are outside.
Yeah.
I don't want you going outside. You're going to get arrested. You're on probation. Get out of my way."
If you
It's
remember Fletch from Pennywise, the same thing. Remember, we were like,
Right.
hey, we don't want to go Poo Poo City, Fletch. Relax. And then
it's a crazy impulse that drunken guys have that when they figure out you're trying to get them not to do something, even if that not to do something, now they act like that not to do something is swindle them out of $10,000 cash when it's really stop them from being beaten by law officials or from destroying something or destroying their car or being arrested or having their wife, divorce them, whatever, drowned in their own vomit, whatever it
so
is
he
you're trying.
attacked you. He starts punching on you, and
No, he
people drag
wasn't.
him
He
off?
wasn't punching on me. He was sort of charging me and bullying me forward. I was in my chair, and the chair was starting to tip backwards, and we were up on the
the platform.
on the platform, and eventually he sort of flew over me and flew into some furniture. And then when he got upright, he broke the glass coffee table and shattered that. And then
a bunch of
he
people
got
grabbed
cut
him.
up, and then he had to be sort of dragged out of there.
Did a bunch of people have to grab him?
Well, at a certain point, he needed to be escorted. Paramedics and whoever. No, he didn't
leather?
fly. He wasn't throwing fists. He
Right.
was just sort of obliterated out of his mind. It's just that thing where guys I've had it 1,000 times where like I'm explaining to people, you give them this one, maintain. Dude, maintain. Dude, you don't understand. Those are cops out there. Or that dude will kick your ass or whatever. No, if you get another 502, you will never get your license back. All these things, and all that does is make them want to pile ahead forward even more. It's like there's some fullback that's bursting through the line, and you getting in the way is like just a defender trying to stop them from going into the goal.
Well, they just want to lower their head and plow through.
Right. So I wish I had, this is why I'm a great drunk, because I know I'm drunk. You know what I mean? I know I'm loaded. I remember the part about me getting drunk, and when someone says to me, "Buddy, you're loaded. Now you need to," I'm like, all right. It's hard to argue with you.
Yeah.
I remember drinking the bottle of Kamchatka. Chicks, for the most part, are pretty good about that, too.
They just get weepy.
They get weepy.
They just get really sad.
Yeah. Yeah, they get a little euphoric, and then they bottom out. Then they start talking smack about their friends, but they don't get into that thing like women insisting on driving. Like that thing where guys, like, it's like, "Buddy, give me the keys." And a thing where he's just arguing and fight. And then there's that point where you're like, "Good, get in the car, go kill yourself."
Right.
Good. I hope you hit an oak tree and burst into flames, you SOB. Go. You know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Drew, you must every single day of your life. That's what you do, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and that's just with the wife.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but no.
All right. Emily not only looks like an Emily, she looks like a Procter, too.
Thank God I'm so suitably named.
Procter's one of those names. Sounds like someone who sings in the church. He's a Procter.
Yeah. Well, it's John Procter from the Crucible, you know.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking about.
I think it is.
I think Monday's 10 o'clock, by the way, CSI Miami. There's part of me we don't have to plug this show, do we?
No, let's never mention it again. Oh, we do have to plug the iPod thing, though.
We do.
Yeah. Tonight and every night this week, we're giving away an iPod Nano. And was it Christy last night?
Yeah.
I guarantee you're going to freak. You're going to love this thing. This is a crazy piece of technology. Tiny thing about the size of it's a little bit like two.
I saw it. I'm so jealous. It's teeny.
It's teeny. It's like two shuffles, basically, like side by side. Anyway,
hold on. It's like two shuffles?
Yeah, it's like if you put two shuffles together, it's about the size.
How much memory does it have?
No, it's like two credit cards, right? Isn't it Nano?
That way, yeah. It's like two credit cards.
Yeah, it's small.
Well, last time I said credit cards.
Well, Drew, don't make something 5 times as big.
All right,
a shuffle's bigger than a Nano, isn't
it?
It's
a little thicker, yeah.
Now, you swear you don't do this when you're drunk. You just do it when you're sober.
The way he talks to me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. He does it when he's sober and drunk. Whatever. It's just that's the way he talks to me.
Adam's like, I'm not belligerent.
All you got to do is listen.
Well,
she is Emily Procter.
Hold on a second, Emily. You got to understand. Let me just say this. A Nano is quite a bit smaller than a... Oh, no, it's not small. Well...
It's a little... It's like two together in terms of...
All right, I should apologize because I was thinking of the small iPod, not the shuffle. There's too many goddamn iPods now.
This is the only one you're going to need. Anyway, when you hear the bumper played by White Stripes, it'll be My Doorbell is the song. When you hear us coming out of commercials into the show, you'll hear My Doorbell, be the first person to get through and say iPod Nano, must be over the 18 years of age. You're also going to get a free gift certificate from iTunes for 10 free downloads.
So here's the thing. If you did the water displacement test between an iPod Shuffle and an iPod Nano, it would probably displace about the same amount of water.
I think you need about 1.5 shuffles per Nano.
But this thing is like a home computer, whereas the Shuffle just holds 99 songs and it shuffles about.
The Nano is 25,000 pictures, 1,000 songs. Crazy.
And you realize more computing ability in that Shuffle in Nano or in the Nano than was in the first Apollo spacecraft.
You got easily. You got to explain to the 1780s man on your two-hour show about the Nano.
It's important. Yeah. It's incredible. I mean, it really is incredible when you think that there's more in an iPod than there was technologically than got us to the moon and
I don't think young people appreciate the rooms that computers would take up.
Yes.
With the tape.
I remember the picture of that room, that giant sort of blue-gray steel computer.
It just
the first
had
tape, had reel-to-reel tape. Reel-to-reel tape going...
You would always go forward and backward. Yeah.
And the one little man in a coat, and he's like...
Yeah.
A lot of air conditioning.
Yeah. My dad's going to buy one of those soon, by the way. Well, you know, my dad's always 60 years behind technologically.
So he needs one.
I'm a Luddite, too.
You are?
Terrible, yeah.
Yeah, but you have a computer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every Procter does. How dare you?
Let me say this, too, about stuff. Yeah, I was thinking about the old computers and about how they were that creepy sort of flesh color.
Yeah.
And then I think about the first generation of cell phones.
Yeah.
And they were that creepy flesh color.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Yeah.
It was really like it was like talking in a Shaq's shoe.
But if you remember,
really what it was.
Telephones were routinely that color.
Yeah. And
forever.
Here's all I'm saying. Electronic equipment looks good in a nice brushed aluminum, and it looks good in a nice charcoal gray or an anthracite or black. But the weird fleshy color, it looks like you're holding a prosthetic limb up to your head, and it's weird.
What were they thinking?
I don't know. Like, they must have been thinking, well, the shoe, which is the size, the phone, which is the size of a shoebox, we'll make it beige so when you're holding it against your head, no one will see.
They won't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, instead, it just looks like you have a crazy growth coming out of the side of your head.
But the telephones were that color too. Even the real the dial phone.
Yes, like here's the thing: prosthetic limbs should be flesh color.
That's it.
Other than that, maybe you could paint the outside of your house like sort of off-white or something like that. But making electronics equipment into that is weird.
Bad idea. Yeah.
Horrible idea. Yeah. Yes. Brian, what the hell in the 70s? Remember, everything was avocado green and burnt orange. What the hell were we thinking?
Well, at least it's not that anymore.
It's better, yeah, but still flesh color worse.
We got out of it fast.
Yeah, Brian?
Yes, sir.
You know, that's why the blacks are lucky. It's not flesh color for them. Do you know what I mean?
Just another reason that you
It's
need to become
creepy
black.
for the white guy to hold that weird flesh color phone up. For a black guy, it's just a weird. It's just off white.
Marcus says, "Do not leave out your Mexican brother."
Oh, Mexican brother, yeah, that's confusing. Confusing. Caught in between as usual. You know, I never thought about flesh tone not applying to black people. No flesh tone for them.
In fact, how racist is to call it flesh tone?
It is.
It's not flesh tone.
It's not flesh. It's our
for white
flesh.
guys.
We should
It's
call it
white
something
tone.
else.
Call it
White,
cracker.
honky tone, cracker tone. Cracker tone. That's
Really,
not bad.
that's seriously racist.
It is. It's like this is
Flesh
universal
tone.
color flesh. Yeah, there's probably more people on this planet who are the color.
I'm outraged.
I'm
calling
get
it
on the phone.
Is now a good time for me to say I have missed y'all?
Yeah, it's always a good time to say that. More
miss you
more
terribly.
people
We have.
on the planet who aren't the color of the creepy flesh tone phone than there are,
that's
right?
the crazy narcissistic racist
Yes,
white man
that's right.
attitude.
I hate the man. I hate all white people, and I include myself in that
Well, you've
batch.
always
I'll tell you,
done that.
you have all of Asia, all the Chinese people, all the Latin people, all the African people. No one is that color of that phone but us. But yet it is called flesh tone.
But remember-
How dare we? Although we did invent it. Here's the thing, Africa. When you invent something, then you get to pick a color. Same with you, Mexico.
Didn't Africa invent people?
Well,
good point. Well said.
Wow,
Well,
heavy.
touche.
Yeah, touche. But still, if you actually ever, if you guys actually invent anything, call us, and then you can name it after you. That's the thing. All right.
Whew, Emily with the zingers.
That was tough, but it is true. You do have to invent the phone. We did invent the phone. You got to give us credit for that. And you know, to get back, whoever the color who invents the thing is, they get to pick it.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm back on the side of the white guy.
Poor Brian.
Yes, sir.
Brian, yes, sir.
21. What's up?
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I just recently returned from Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
I had the anthrax vaccine. I heard Dr. Drew talking about it. Currently my time, but I guess it was the night before.
Ooh, I don't think I've talked about that in a long time, so I wonder if that wasn't a replay of some type.
Yes, you've not. Oh,
Did I?
no. Last night we had, what's her name, babbling
From the
on
NCSI?
about.
Yeah, NCSI.
Yeah, right.
Did we talk
sir.
about anthrax? We were talking about Cipro and anthrax. We did talk about. No, I was talking.
Polly Parrott.
And strange, I was talking about
Or Perrette.
Yeah, I was talking about circumcision being equivalent to a vaccine against HIV.
But she was talking about Cithro and
Cipro and
anthrax and
anthrax,
Cipro
yeah.
and them sending stuff back
In
and
New Orleans. Anyway, whatever.
sound like nonsense. But
Yeah.
go
Anyway,
ahead.
see, we were talking about. Yes, we were talking about anthrax a little bit.
Yeah. So
So-
the question is, Brian.
Well, I received the anthrax vaccine before going to Iraq.
Right.
While I was stationed there, and since then, I've had boils on my body, which have only gotten worse. And research on the internet says that seems to be a typical result of the vaccine with
Really?
military people who were there. But also, I was curious about leishmaniasis, if you know anything about
Yeah.
that.
Well, leishmania is usually an ulcerating lesion. It's not just the boils; it ulcerates. And
What's it called?
Leishmania, you get these tropical illnesses, and it's
Leishmania.
a nice parasite illness.
Sounds like the
I
world's worst
don't-
Broadway show.
Yeah.
Leishmania.
Or an S&M.
Tommy Toon stars. Is he still
But
alive?
Brian, that's something they would, dermatologists would be able to diagnose for you. But the recurrent boil is something called recurrent furunculosis. I was not aware it was associated with the anthrax vaccine, but it makes some sense because obviously a vaccine can change your immune function and change the sort of makeup of the skin bacteria. I would think more that also, traveling a lot, being exposed to large numbers of people in concentrated environments, that also could give you some bugs that could cause more likely to cause follicular infections. And then
Brian, what did you do over there?
I was a combat lifesaver and an M249 gunner.
What's the M249?
The squad automatic weapon, 5.56 millimeters, 600 rounds a minute, automatic machine gun.
You say 5.5 millimeter?
5.56. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and round down to 5.
How was it over there?
Very disturbing.
Why?
Well, I didn't want to. I know how Adam especially doesn't like anyone to beat around the bush and bring up extra topics, but mentally, physically, all of that, it just got to me. And I have many problems nowadays.
combat-wise, combat fatigue?
Between nightmares every night, sleeping a half an hour and waking up
So it's really
every half an hour, to an addiction to alcohol that I never had before.
Yeah.
All right, so Brian, this is post-traumatic stress disorder,
Yeah.
right?
Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, sir.
You say it's 5.5 millimeter?
Yes.
Rounding down, yes, sir.
Oh, well, it's smaller than a 9 millimeter round?
Yes, sir, but the muzzle velocity of the weapon causes a much greater amount of damage.
High-velocity injury.
So it's just about taking small bits and spraying them all over the place and injuring people and getting them out of commission.
Not necessarily. Me and a lot of buddies that I saw die in action didn't fire because we didn't want to hurt anybody who was innocent.
Right. Well, thank you. I just mean theoretically, the thing. Because it's such a small round.
Sir.
Yeah.
That's the
Spray
post-traumatic.
large amounts of tiny rounds that move at an incredibly high velocity.
And so that's the PTSD from all that
Yeah.
trauma and action, yeah? Have you talked...
And the military nor the Veterans Affairs Hospital wants to do anything about that.
Well, what do you mean? If you go in there, I mean, they specialize. They've got people that are used to treating combat-related stress phenomena.
Right, but they don't consider from the screening they did that this is any type of problem like that, which
Well,
I don't
listen,
understand.
Brian, why don't you go back and talk to somebody and tell them how you're feeling?
Yeah, ask to talk to a psychiatrist. If you're getting the alcohol out of control, you can always avail yourself of 12-step programs. Show up at AA. A lot of people with addiction and alcoholism have PTSD. It's not very few. You're going to find actually, well, I guess these days there'll be a growing number of people with combat-related PTSD.
Well, and I would imagine, I mean, even if it was something that you wanted to do or decided to do, there isn't any way around the fact that what you've been through is very traumatic and that it will take time, I think, for you to feel like yourself, or maybe even feel like you can ask someone to help.
And there is medication for this, too. They should be able to help him.
Let's take a quick question for Emily. Devin?
Hello?
You're 22?
Hi. Oh, this is awesome. Adam, you're the coolest guy ever.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry, I know I have a question about Emily, but I just wanted to say that I've been listening to LoveLine throughout high school and college, and you guys didn't get me through law school, and I just thank you for every minute you guys are on the air.
Thanks.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to college at Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo.
And now he's up in San Francisco.
Yeah. Cal Poly, let's see, are they Broncos?
Or Gauchos or something?
No.
Mustangs.
Mustangs. I see I got recruited to play football there out of high school.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
Your family would have none of that, though.
Yeah. I'll show you the letter one day. They consider me a blue chip prospect.
Wow.
Yeah, never forget it. Yeah, so Devin.
What's up?
Yeah. Oh, I had a question for Emily. I was wondering if there was any possibility. Hi. I was wondering if there's any possibility that you'd ever reprise your role as Ainsley Hayes on The West Wing, because I know it's probably coming down with last season. I was wondering if they had thought about bringing any of the old cast members back for like a reunion or anything like that.
Oh gosh, I was just talking with a different Adam here at the studio about that about 10 minutes ago, because I tell you what, I loved that part, and I loved playing Ainsley so much. I you know.
Emily could be an Ainsley too, but
yeah. And did they ever talk to anyone about that?
Well, they actually came to me last year and asked if I would come back, which I would love to do, but unfortunately, contractually I cannot.
Yeah.
But I stay in contact with quite a few people over
always
there.
Seems we have discussed it before. It seems stupid of them not to. I mean, it's a cross promotional opportunity for their show.
Look, we run into. Thanks, Devin, for the praise. By the way,
I did want to say thank you, and just if you are a West Wing fan, I always think it's important to know. I had such a wonderful time working over there, and everyone that you watch is as great as you think they are. They're smart, they're kind, they're informed, they're interesting, and I'm just so glad that people like that show.
Except for Sheen, he's a pompous ass. Right?
But he's
got to be a blowhard. I know, but
he's actually really lovely.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got to be an exquisite blowhard, though. Yeah.
He's really not.
Really?
He's incredibly genuine, and I think that
genuine blowhard.
It's a case in point that it's very hard for actors to look smart unless they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one that you can't play.
Sheen is probably smart, I'm sure.
Yeah, smart.
Blowhard's smart.
Yeah.
But at least you didn't say they were generous. You didn't say they're generous. They're good.
No, I think they're bright. I think it's a really nice crowd of bright people, and it was fun for me to be there because no matter who I turned to, crew included, it was a great crowd, and I had some wonderful conversations when I was at work, and in addition to getting to have like a really fun time.
I know. Yeah, I could never say nice things about people I worked with in the past.
Oh, that's true. I'll second that. That's true.
Drew, you couldn't either.
I do think it's a rare experience.
It is. Well, I think you're a nice person, and you see things through rose-colored glasses. All right, let's take ourselves a little break. Emily Procter here tonight from CSI Miami, Monday nights, 10 o'clock. We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
1-800.
Yeah, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Emily Procter is here tonight.
How's that? Somebody's with laundry.
I got a receipt. I got a receipt here. I'm only holding it up because my obsession with computers and phones and things like that.
Flesh-colored things.
Taking the zeros and drawing lines through them diagonally, so it looks like an 8.
What is that? Somebody.
Those are zeros, Drew.
I know it's
Emily.
It's a $5,000 credit card sale.
Emily Procter is here tonight from CSI Miami, CBS Monday nights, 10 o'clock. Everybody.
Is this you?
Yeah, it's me.
What'd you buy?
I bought a car.
Oh, that's awesome.
For $5,000?
Maybe it says $50,000 on here.
Nope, not for that much.
Well, the 5 must have been to hold the car.
That's right, Megan. Nice job. Oh, such an idiot. Just knocked his coffee into my paper.
Why does it say "Bye Chow" on here though? It doesn't say Adam Carolla.
Well, I handle things over the phone. Megan.
Yes.
You're 15.
Yep.
What's up, baby doll?
Well, I've never been able to date a guy my own age. My boyfriends range from 17 to 22.
You announced that as though you're proud of it on some level.
Same with Drew, by the way.
But that's something that suggests there's really a problem.
Well, my parents are 12 years apart. My dad's 50 and my mom's 38.
Is that your biological dad?
Yeah.
Is he around?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Do you wish he weren't?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the deal here.
Where are you calling from?
Tracy.
I'm really imagining her up the pole at Green Acres, clamping into the wire.
Where's Tracy, California? Where's that between Matt, California, and Sheila, California? Where's Tracy?
Here, Emily.
Tracy?
Do you know where Stockton's at?
Yeah, I do. I wish I didn't, but I do.
It's like 15 minutes outside of Stockton.
Oh, that is so bad.
Right after Livermore, but right before Stockton.
Well, I'm in Livermore. Oof.
It's God's country out there. If God had a cat and it had to put a cat box, it would be God's
Let me
country.
sort of wrap Megan up here, and this is a nice little package, and that is that Dad is an abusive a-hole whom you don't like. He is 12 years older, and so you've got to find a guy that can make that right.
How do we know Dad's abusive?
She said she wishes he weren't. He is.
What's he do? What kind of abuse?
Mostly physical, a lot of mental too, but a drunk.
Oh, a drunk.
All right. So that makes you that's a source of trauma, and that becomes then attraction as you get your adolescence, and so you're now attracted to guys that sort of fit that mold of the abusive, abandoning, alcoholic older male.
Yeah.
Because you got to make that right. What didn't work out with Dad.
And then also a component of that is you don't want conflict, right?
Well, no, it's something about our brains make the thing.
Not our brains.
Their brains. Well, all humans.
Not dudes.
Especially women. When Dad traumatizes them, that trauma becomes a source of attraction.
Yeah.
And they're naturally then attracted to things that fit that model of the person who did the traumatizing.
That's you chicks.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And people will say, And then people
my
will
dude
say,
brain took a good hard look at the Corollas and said, no thanks.
Where's the heroin?
I'm moving on to something 1,000% different.
Where's my
than
medicine?
Yes.
And the fact, though, is that there's something about people will make a story out of it and say, well, these people are trying to make good the traumas of the past. But the reality is our brains are just wired in such a way that causes a drive to repeat these things over and over and over again. It's why people continually find abusive partners, get involved in relationships that they are not what they want. And
I'd be curious because I have this sort of like harebrained thought that human beings are actually just really computers that search for answers all day long. You know, I need to get to work. I have to be there by 8. Which route should I take? There is there's traffic. And is this maybe an offshoot of trying to find an answer to that problem? And that's just what humans do. There is a problem with the relationship where, you know, I'm sure you love your father, but the problem is you don't like him because he's not great.
Well, there is this impulse to resolve and to
fix the trauma.
Right.
To fix
but
things,
you end up choosing the kind of person who perpetrated the trauma in the first place.
In an attempt to fix it?
Right. And guess what? It gets perpetrated again.
But there's also an interesting component to human behavior, which is the following, which is if you drink a bunch of Yoo-Hoo when you're 9 and vomit, you never want to see Yoo-Hoo again.
Because you have the answer to that problem.
You don't want to master it. Well, but you could make the same argument, and it's the same with being bitten by a dog. Now you're freaked out. Here's the point. A young girl gets bitten by a dog. That girl becomes a woman who's frightened of dogs, oftentimes. But a young girl gets physically abused by her dad, and all of a sudden she's attracted to physically abusive men. And that's the effed up part about humans. The reality is that it'd be nice if they could have a pet later on in life and not be freaked out by all dogs.
Right.
And it'd be nice if they learned their lesson with the abusive dad and were unattracted to guys that were abusive, but it's the other way around.
So how does Megan find peace about that? What?
Treatment. Stop. Well, she can try to date a guy's her own age and have a real relationship and see how that feels.
Well, also, Megan, you have to learn that your identity is not wrapped up in who's attracted to you and who wants to have sex with you and who wants to, worship you and then abuse you.
Focus on your schoolwork. Get out of that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's all sorts of, you sound intelligent and you sound curious and you sound interested in getting an answer, and all of those outlets can be fulfilled somewhere else other than at your house.
So Megan, what are you into? What do you want to do?
Well, I want to go to college. And no, not a junior college.
Well, nobody wants to go to junior college, sweetie. It's like prison. No one wants to go to prison. It's just a lot of folks end up there. Yes.
Well, I want to major in music and minor in psychology, and I'm a music director.
Focus on that, Megan. Please focus on that.
All right. Do not worry
realize,
about
learn
men
to
right
read
now.
your attractions. If you're super attracted, bad idea. It will lead to pain and chaos.
Do not get pregnant.
Please.
That is number one on your list of things.
That's so funny, Adam. How dare you?
I know.
Well, and Megan, as the only girl here, I would say I look forward to seeing what you do. I'm sure it will be great.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Now, the other thing, that when we were talking about this last night, women, when they're raped, will become hypersexual and can't understand why. They'll start they have multiple partners after the rape. And even though aversive to sexuality, feeling bad and dirty and guilty, will continually compulsively do it.
In that sort of Jenna Jameson sort of a way.
Sort of. Yeah. That's when she's abused as a kid.
Watch out, Drew's into her. Carrie?
Well, she's interesting.
Give me a little heads up there. Carrie, you're 16?
She was your favorite.
Jenna?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I discovered her, that's all.
Yeah.
I want her to be named after me.
I saw a documentary on her. She's fascinating. I have her book, but then of course it's this big, so I have not read it yet. But
I'll just do the radio thing. Emily was holding her fingers up about 3 inches apart. You went to the Dr. Drew School of Broadcasting. I can see that right now.
This here.
Notice how Drew didn't bat an eyelid, by the way, when you just held your fingers up in a random distance from each other.
Good. Relax.
Carrie? No, you just stopped caring a long time ago. Carrie?
Yes.
Hey, man, when you talk like that, man, I don't even know you.
You know what I like? I like in movies where people tell people to take stuff back. Take that back. Take it back. You're right. I was out of line. Has anyone in real life ever told anyone to take anything back?
I was watching some shows. There's shows starting to pop up on TV now that are scripted versions of reality TV shows.
Right.
It's like they're trying to make scripted stuff look like reality. And I thought, no, ain't there yet. You guys, you got to learn to write what's real. You got to learn how people actually work.
What do you think about this then? Because I've noticed that happening, and I wonder, is that the beginning of the end for reality television?
Yeah, I think that's how I've been saying that. I've been saying that for 2 years. That's where it's going to go. It's going to go to people actually learning how reality works and then representing it in drama.
And it unwinds the whole
But
thing.
they're not doing it. They're still not doing it.
Take that back, Drew.
Man, how dare
I'm going
you?
to start doing that too.
Hey, man, when you act this way, it's like, I don't know you, man. See? You're not the only one who can act, Emily. I could act too, you know.
I'll switch shows with
Watch. Oh, yeah.
We need to be on your show.
I'm gonna
you. I wish y'all would. Y'all can come.
I'm gonna act
Adam
interested.
doesn't want to.
I'm gonna
He's
act
like,
interested in
I'll be a
Carrie's
doctor
question.
dissecting
True.
on your slab.
Drew, you saying you can
jealous
act
of the
is
equipment.
unbelievable. You understand that? That's how
was
bad
good.
an
It was
actor
good.
you are. No, I can act. Drew's got no chops.
Yeah.
Carrie?
Hi, Adam.
Although if you want to do musical theater, this is your man.
Carrie, what's going on?
Go ahead, Carrie.
Okay, well, I'm 16 and
No.
Greatest Tevye, the script.
I'm bulimic, and I want to know if I can switch from bulimic to anorexic because I've read about it, people actually doing it, because apparently they're caused by the same thing, but I don't know how to do it.
Hold on, Drew's got to break in the song for a second.
Can we stop this?
He sings that the young lover laments that she can't make the switch from anorexic to bulimic.
All right.
Dr.
Drew in the hizzy.
Carrie.
Yes.
Sorry for that. So, you want to go from bulimic to anorexic, or is it vice versa?
Bulimic to anorexic.
All right, so it's a very disturbed thought, Carrie. Let's get.
What is the true definition of both?
Bulimia is binging and purging of some nature, and anorexia is restricting calorie intake.
You say of some nature, you mean you
could have exercise bulimia, you could have diuretics, you could use laxatives.
You could say purging is burning calories via exercise. Right, but traditionally that's not what people think of.
Carrie, I'm curious.
More common.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
Yep, no, please.
Carrie, I'm curious why that's your idea.
Well, because both of them you end up dead, but
yes,
with anorexia you don't have the same problems with like the heart disease and electrolytes, and you're
yes you do. Yes you do, Carrie.
No?
Yes you do.
Well, anorexia is you basically stop eating, right?
And bulimia / anorexia is the syndrome for the most part. Most people kind of fluctuate around amongst the different
Between
behaviors.
not eating and then binging and purging.
Well,
And
with anorexia, you could think you're fat but get to be skinny, but with bulimia, you're fat.
Sometimes that's true. But you're right that anorexia often has more of a body image distortion. But Carrie, all disturbed thinking on your part, the fact that you're planning this way and all these things sound like good ideas, this is the way drug addicts behave in terms of their relationship with how they're planning their disease state. So you need to get this, as you say, you'll end up dead with this disease.
Well, this is a cry for help, but you know what? I was just thinking it really should be changed to Yelp for help because it rhymes and it just flows better. You know what I mean?
Cry for help?
Cry for help is effed out anyway. This is a Yelp for help on Carrie's part.
It sounds a little too comedic.
A little Dr. Seussy, but it's still effective. Carrie, you're yelping for helping right now.
Can I ask another question?
No, tell us what else is going on with you at home.
Well, I'm 16 and I'm homeschooled and I don't get along with my family, and I'm like, I want to be a model.
Well, here's the thing about being a model. Yes, you must be thin, but
must be alive.
That is not the only. You have to be alive. And that's not, I think a lot of chicks think, well, I'll just stop eating and I'll be a model. Oh, there's plenty of skinny chicks that don't look right. You don't get to be a model just because you're 110 pounds.
I would say also as a girl.
You look good, yeah. She says she looks good.
I do.
How tall are you?
5'4".
Well, see, you can't be a model.
You got 2 inches on me. You can be in TV instead.
You can be an actress, but you can't be a model.
Less like Playboy model.
You want to be an actress, Playboy model?
Yes, like Carmen Electra.
And you're
Adam
being
wants to be an astronaut pirate.
I want to be an astronaut pirate. It's actually pirate astronaut, but either way.
I actually am really pretty, though.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Well, good. So don't destroy that.
It'd be nice if you just sort of believed in that instead of talk to us about it, you know?
It's so sad, Carrie. It's just sad to hear you even talk.
Now, what's up with your parents and your family? Why don't you like them, and why are they homeschooling
And why aren't they getting you help?
Okay, well, I never knew my dad, and
Where's my bourbon?
Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
By the way, Carrie, I get a definite vibe from you that you got that disease too. Just the way you're thinking.
I used to smoke weed a lot.
Yeah, you've got that disease.
Right. And now, are you being homeschooled because you got into trouble at school, or your mom's religious?
Because of that, and because, like, everyone's, like, mean to me at my school. Like, everyone thought I was out to steal their boyfriend.
No. Okay.
I kind of was.
Please.
Ooh.
All right. Whoa. That's good. But, Carrie, let me give you... okay, listen. Here's the thing, sweetie. It's going to be a real long life if you approach it the way you're approaching it, and a real long bad life if you're approaching it.
Doing, like, actual healthy diets, and I can't do it.
Well,
we need the emotional part of the interpersonal part of this.
And I'm curious to see what y'all think about it. It seems like a lot of the behaviors that you have tie into really needing a great amount of either attention or adoration, and maybe you have something that makes you not really feel validated yourself, and it has to come from the outside. Is that possible?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Very deep. Very deeply.
Carrie, do me a favor. Tell your mom that you want some help. Just throw yourself
I do,
on.
but she doesn't care. Like, she'll let me.
No,
like,
she cares.
No.
Listen,
Then tell somebody at school
the reason
then.
she pulled you out of school and is homeschooling you is because she does care.
Is there something that makes you feel confident? Do you like to be outside? Do you like to run or play tennis or...
Nah.
No, I don't like to play tennis.
All right. Just look. I don't know. Look, here's the thing.
Here's what's going to rescue
the deal.
Emily.
I would like. Here's what I feel like. I feel like the mayor of New Orleans, which is it's our job to get on the bullhorn and tell people the flood is coming.
Yeah.
If you won't leave your goddamn house, well, I'll see you on the roof, and maybe we'll get you, and maybe we won't.
That's what's going to happen. We're going to get the helicopters out for Carrie, and that's when we'll see her. Is when she's really in trouble.
At least she'll be light and be easy to pull up with the winch.
But the deal is, what will save her is actually a relationship.
Okay.
We're actually allowing somebody in. So
let's.
And I don't mean a romantic relationship.
That's interesting. That's a great way to look at it.
We'll take ourselves a quick break. Be right back after this.
The phone number for LoveLine is 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine, I'll be right back.
LoveLine is brought to you by Vibration.
Hey everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Emily Procter here tonight from CSI Miami. Monday nights, 10 o'clock. What's up, Drew?
We're giving away again the iPod Nano, as we'll be doing every night this week. So when you hear the White Stripes song, My Doorbell. Oh, we just played it?
That's our song, buddy.
Did I win?
Well, anybody calling in right now that says iPod Nano that's over 18 will win an iPod Nano and 10 free downloads from iTunes. Yeah.
It's as big as a brick, you say, Drew?
What's no? It's
flesh
big.
colored?
He didn't say brick. He said cinder block. It's as big as a cinder block.
It's huge.
Is it the color of
It's flesh
people?
colored, yeah.
Yeah, comes with a wagon. You drag it around. It's awesome. And there's a harness you can use so you don't throw your back out. Yeah, no. This is holds 10 billion songs and holds 10 zillion pictures in the size of a credit card. And I swear to God, I've had this argument with intelligent people before where, I say, well, I got the iPod. I don't have the full-size iPod. I got the next one down. And they're like, yeah, that one only holds 1,300 songs. And I'm like, call me crazy, but I could probably name 150 songs before I started repeating. You'd hear Maneater, I would repeat it 3 or 4 times by the time I got to 60 songs. Maneater would be number 3 and then be number 62 and be number 111 too. I would run out of songs to mention, and people are like, well, come on, 1,300. And then they do this scenario where it's like, well, you pop it in, you listen to a couple songs, and 44 hours later, you hear the same song again. It's like 1,300, not enough songs for you. Like, well, this other one holds 5,000 songs. I know it holds more, but you used to just make these mixed cassettes on 60 minutes.
That's what I was going to say. I am so not good at technology. I got a new car this year, and it had a cassette deck in it. And I couldn't be happier. I'm just like, there's a tape. There's 16 songs. It's perfect. That's all I need.
You got to flip it over.
It's the master mix, or it's like the whale watching mix, or like weekend mix. I love it.
That the whole thing is if someone made you a mix on a 90-minute cassette, you were good. You're good for a month on that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
road trip.
1,300 songs. I mean, come on. How are you going to get by with that? You just.
How are you supposed to know all the words when you're old to all the songs you used to listen to?
You hear the same song like every 4 years. It's horrible. Really? Really? You don't think you get by on, like, let's just say 300 songs before you wouldn't mind hearing the next one again? Okay. All right.
Just saying.
All right. Why does everyone argue with me?
He's a music man.
Samantha, 22.
Oh, you should hear him. The greatest Tevye that Pasadena College has ever seen.
Samantha.
Samantha?
Hello?
What's up?
22?
Hi, yeah.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. Just
all right, we got to take a break.
For 10 hours.
All right.
All right.
Well, we got to take another break, though, unfortunately.
You must be nice looking. You good looking, Samantha?
Samantha?
Is she answering and hanging up?
No, she's only on hold for 12 minutes, by the way.
I don't think she knew she was on air, and she just figured it out, and now she's just freaking out.
All right, Samantha, are you there?
Well, we got to take a break anyway.
Oh, thank God we get paid by the hour.
She just broke up with y'all.
Now Drew went too long talking about his iPod. Now we got to take a break. We'll take a quick break. Emily Procter's here tonight from CSI Miami, and we'll be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal.
Dateline.
You're looking to hook up, sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
Dateline. One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE.
Call the Dateline.
LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine will be right back.
Yeah, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Emily Procter is here tonight. She is here from CSI Miami. And Jeff Probst is showing up a little bit later on in the...
Lana, you back?
Yeah, she's going to be back.
Wow.
And Jeff Probst says, I'm just a huge fan of that Survivor. I like the show. I like him. I like everything about him. He looks great in a choker. He looks great in a safari shirt.
In khaki.
Khaki looks awesome in khaki. He does one thing that bothers me. Whenever he starts the challenges, he raises one hand and then throws the one hand down and raises the other hand. And it's a little goofy. I'll have to talk to him about that.
Yeah, bring that up.
Doesn't make sense to me, but yeah.
All right, we have our winner for the iPod.
You know the other thing he does, too?
Yeah.
He knows everyone's name.
You
know,
like that.
18 survivors, day one. It's like, Mitch, John, JB.
What'd you think?
Sarah, what do you think? Sarah, you got a face on, and it's real-time stuff. Like, it's one of these things where they're all sitting around the very first night. They're sitting around the tribal council, and he's like, Marie, what do you think? Chaco, you're nodding. You got something to say? And I'd be like, dude, what's up? Hey, Air Jordan. Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, okay, Nike shirt. Yeah, what do you got? I'd be into week 17, and... what's his nose? Looks like he thinks ponytail over here is not pulling Birkenstock's weight. Well, what's up? Like he just 18 names. And it doesn't seem to be. I'd have him written down on one of those quarterback wristbands.
Sure.
I'd be like fat guy with mustache, Jake. Mm-hmm. Just look down. There's my little cheat sheet on there. Yeah, so very smart man.
I think what he does, he has stage hands with huge
standing behind him,
behind each of the guys.
That's what I was going to say. I think he was just part of the casting process.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask him on Wednesday. But go ahead, Drew.
So our iPod Nano is going to Jason from Salt Lake. He's 23. He's very excited about this, as well he should be. He gets 10 free downloads, and there we'll begin doing it again tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm giving that Nano. Yeah. Were you going to say something, Emily?
Well, I was just going to say I'm going to try and win tomorrow night.
You want one? They're nice.
I do.
All
right, let's try Samantha again. See if she's there.
Oh, okay. Samantha?
Uh-huh.
There you are. What happened to you?
Well, my phone's really stupid, and it's like down really bad, and so the speaker doesn't work very well, so it's really quiet. But I totally got you right now, so I'm happy.
Okay. What's up, baby doll?
Well, I have a really good question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Okay, so I had sex with this one guy, and we used a condom.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to the doctor and found out that I have gonorrhea.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a fun surprise from the doctor, let me tell you. And so I was wondering if he and I use a condom, like if it's still like transferable between the two of us.
Well, no, I'm a little confused. You had only condom contact, right?
Right.
And then you went to the doctor with what kind of symptoms?
I didn't actually have any symptoms. It was just a regular checkup.
And how many days after the intercourse?
It was like a week later, but I don't think I got it from him. That makes me sound really.
Yeah.
And how did they make?
They don't check you for gonorrhea when you're just in for a regular physical, right?
It takes a.
Well,
they have to do special. They have to do special cultures. It takes a while.
I know. Well, I had never gone in before, so I wanted them to check for absolutely everything. That was the first check I've ever had in general.
Right.
So I asked them to check for like everything.
And so what? They called you back a few days later and said you grew gonorrhea?
Yeah, they called me back and said that I had gonorrhea.
That's hard for me to believe.
So not to butt in, but it seems like your question is not really. It seems like you have a pretty good idea of who you are in your sex life, and you got yourself tested for everything. But your real question is, can you give it to this guy if you have sex with him again?
Well, I presume.
Or do you think you need to tell him that you had it when you had sex with him? Is that the question?
Yeah. Well, no. The question is like, if we use the condom, like, can it go back and forth?
If you use a condom, you're pretty safe, but not 100%. And they gave you, I'm sure, a shot.
Actually,
right?
Well, they gave me like some pills to take.
Right.
Yeah.
And the gonorrhea goes away right away.
Yeah.
So you should be fine in terms of this infectivity.
You know,
this all is very suspicious. Either you didn't hear what they said, or this is a bogus call.
I don't think this is bogus because
she's just confused
she's a
about
chick and it's boring and who cares.
I wonder if
pills. They gave me pills to take as like engaged to be married.
Yeah,
we'll do the math on they gave you pills.
Right.
We didn't realize they didn't give you pills in a wrist rocket
to not take
to fire at Blue Jays. We understand they give you pills to take. I'm engaged to be married. That kind of engagement.
They said gonorrhea, Samantha. Samantha,
did they say that?
Yeah. Are you guys making fun of me? I was just wondering.
Well, yeah, the pills to take part we were making fun of.
But please understand, you are a faceless, nameless number to me.
They make
and
fun
I make
of
fun
everyone.
Of everyone. Yeah,
they make fun of me so mercilessly on the break that I cried.
I'm not making fun of you.
I feel very privileged then because I guess you guys are all high and mighty, so I guess I...
What was the
right?
What was the antibiotic?
No, please, let me explain. You're nobody, so I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of nobody. You understand?
What was the antibiotic that they gave you? Samantha, what antibiotic did they give you? I'm still trying to figure this out.
But I guess that doesn't matter since I'm nobody. I'm not sure exactly what they gave me. They just gave me some, they gave me just some pills.
Are you
They
good?
gave you a pill you took for
Are you
5
good looking?
Of course.
Damn, hot sex. What else?
Yeah.
Did they give you pills you took for 5 days, or pills you took for a week?
They just when I went there, they just gave me pills to take that one time, and it was a one-time thing.
Okay, so that's chlamydia they're treating. That's not gonorrhea.
No, it was, when I first went in, they're like, just in case it goes up.
All right, Samantha, it's not gonorrhea. So this would make sense to me.
Well, to be fair,
just in case it's gonorrhea.
Samantha, she only said gonorrhea 126 times. It's not like she said it 130 times.
This is what just did not make sense. All right, so it's the chlamydia they're treating.
I think they gave her roofies just to shut her up.
And by the way, gonorrhea, you do have symptoms when you have gonorrhea, and they're rather severe.
All right, so
chlamydia is the one chlamydia is what you don't have symptoms from.
That's what it was.
When I went to the doctor, they're like, they're like, gonorrhea and chlamydia don't generally have symptoms. They told me that. I wasn't sure if I had anything, but when I went in,
Samantha, you've got the story all. Look, so far you've screwed the story completely up. They give you a single dose of azithromycin. That clears up the chlamydia. They usually give you a shot of Rocephin or ceftriaxone for the gonorrhea.
Yeah,
if they thought you had gonorrhea, they would have given you the shot.
All right.
So they really didn't think you had gonorrhea.
Well, either way, you're cured. What's going on with you? You working?
Actually,
cocktailing? Little cocktail work?
Stripping.
No cocktail work, actually.
What are you working? Where are you working? A little junior college, perhaps?
No, I'm actually a hairstylist.
Ooh. I have a theory. All right. I'm going to put you on hold, Samantha. Feel free to hang up on yourself. Hairstylists are batty. And I have a theory. I have a theory.
That the spray gets into their brain and hydrocarbon?
Yes.
This is the solvents.
Drew knows this theory because he's heard it before. But
I know you've never said that.
Oh, yes, I have.
I don't remember you saying this. Go ahead.
Well, you see, what you do is you
file it somewhere.
hijack you hijack my clever theory.
So tell it.
Drew, do you think you could have come up with that clever theory?
I just thought that I don't have the theory yet. Tell me the theory. Where are you going?
That's the theory.
That you something. What gets
Aquanet? It destroys their brain. Well, their brains are soft to begin with.
They all use Aquanet.
Well, whatever it is, the hydrocarbons, the fluorocarbons, whatever, all the spray, they live in a mist of spray,
and
that weakens their brain. And their brain is already crippled. That's why they got into the business.
So it's inhaled hydrocarbons, really, yeah.
Well, it's essentially, picture taking a dumb person and having them huff copier toner 4 hours a day.
Right. There you go.
Okay, you tell me 6 years later, tell me what you got.
A little something going on.
Yeah, you don't have an Asian pianist. Do you understand? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. No, Drew. I've expressed this many times.
Well, I remember you saying something about Aquanet. I do remember that.
Well,
I didn't do the math.
Hairstylists, here's the thing. Beauticians, people that do, the facial stuff, the cuticle pushes, and all that kind of stuff, are amongst the most vacuous people on the planet. And I think even the guys are exquisitely dumb. And there's an interesting thing, too, which is the people who do hair, especially guys who do hair, act like they're doing something really important.
Jonathan, you've seen him. You love his show.
Which is a strange thing, especially as a male, to claim. Now, I understand if you're gay, perhaps you can cling to it as doing something or making a difference. But there are a handful of straight hairstylists who act as if they're curing cancer on a daily basis or making some sort of, they have themselves ranked up just above firemen on a societal importance chart. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they really have no idea that they do nothing. And I'll take it a step further. When you're talking about my hair and possibly even your noggin too, Drew, you could take me to the Mexican chick I go to over in Ventura. That's called like modern model cuts or something. Euphemistically, they're trying too hard. Or you could take to the Fantastic Sam's, or you could go over the Supercut.
Try to judge the difference
for $12.
Supercut's John Slover, best haircut in town.
That's right.
That's where I go.
Or you could go get a $200 cut from one of these prima donnas, and no one could tell the difference. That is the challenge. That is the challenge. So
Drew's getting his haircut tomorrow, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing about hairstyles. Why do you think you're doing something important? Whatever is first off, no matter how great a job you do, it's all going to grow out in 6 weeks anyway, so who cares?
Interesting.
But what is that? Here's the thing. Bartenders know they're not doing something important. People that, waiters, waitresses, even guys that work security at concert venues and stuff, they all know they're not doing anything important. Why is it that you cut hair and think you're doing something important? It's an interesting thing, Drew. I think it attracts prima donnas and it attracts narcissists. It is a business that is a magnet for narcissists.
Could be.
Well, you explain it. You explain. They're people who work at the Lawrence Livermore Laboratory that don't feel they're making as big a contribution to society as you, who puts bangs on guys.
It may be the way their clients make them feel.
It's the world they're living in.
Yeah.
Yes.
The clients think it's important to them, too.
I'm just trying to think. I would like to figure out the list of occupations that have the highest self-importance factor and actual impact.
So putting my hair in your hands is just under putting my life in your hands.
No, just above, according to these guys.
Yeah.
Just above, or maybe quite a bit above. Yeah. Everything else is just sort of pedestrian.
Yeah.
They change lives. And I don't. And by the way, I don't buy this crap when people go like, "Hey, I make people feel good about themselves, and that makes a huge difference in their life." I don't buy that crap.
Plastic surgeons say that too.
Yeah, I don't buy that either. But I still put them above hairstylists. And I'll give you another. I'll give you another. For instance, I think I could train any monkey to cut hair in about 3 weeks. Thank you. Please. Here's the deal. You go to a college. You practice on a styrofoam head, and you get a certificate in 6 weeks. Give me a break. You people don't do anything. Quit acting like you're doing something, and just join the ranks of society who doesn't do anything, knows they don't do anything, and act like they don't do anything. People who work in bicycle stores don't act like they're doing anything. 90% of society, garbage men, waiters, they don't do anything. They don't act like it. There's a handful of people that do something. Maybe they're air traffic controllers and maybe they're neurosurgeons. They don't even act like it as much as people that cut hair. Okay. You realize that airplane pilots aren't as self-important as guys who cut hair? You realize that? Please, drop the attitude. Or start wearing a respirator because Aquanet is destroying your brain.
Eric, 25.
The guys are even worse than the chicks. The chicks, at least, are just stupid. The guys, pompous asses. Go ahead, Eric.
What's up, guys? What's up, Emily?
Cut hair. That's what I do.
Germany or Florida?
We have a Germany or Florida.
This is our buddy.
Time to play Germany or Florida.
This is our buddy from the printing shop, whatever you do. What do you do, Eric?
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Adam, I also got some information on that ammunition for you afterwards, if you're interested.
The 6.56 millimeter ammunition?
That's the 5.56. Yeah. I'm interested in that before the Germany or Florida. That was a call that came earlier. It was a machine gun we were talking about.
The math actually works out to that being the same round as the .223, which is what the M16 uses. So it does come down to muzzle velocity, even though it's a smaller round.
Right. The deal is just wound a bunch of people, get them out of there.
Well,
you have to kill them.
That has a muzzle velocity. If it just zips by you, it'll tear skin open. I mean, just by the sheer velocity of it.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. It's turned to a military show. But here's the thing.
Thank God I'm a ballistics expert.
Something like you'll know, Emily. Something like the M16 is small round, and the deal is if you shoot somebody on the battlefield and they're injured, it's like a football game. They got to come off. Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to collect them. Someone's got to drag them. Someone's got to get them out of there, and they're not any good anymore. As a matter of fact, they're probably better than being dead.
Right.
Because they take resources and time, and they're not coming back for a good long time. So why blow everyone's head off when you can kill them, but you can also wound them and get them out of commission. All right. Go ahead, Eric.
Exactly, and it takes more guys off the field to drag them off, and you also got distance because of the muzzle velocity, which with a bigger round you wouldn't have.
Thank you. Go ahead, Eric.
Police responded to a disturbance call in which a man suspected one of his neighbors of animal abuse. When the police arrived at the house, they heard sounds of dogs howling from inside. After several knocks on the door went unanswered, the police entered to find the owner of the house photographing what he later called puppy porn. He had intended to start a website where he could post pictures of his dogs dressed in leather and in bondage poses. Germany or Florida?
Ooh.
Germany.
Wow, this is good. Feels German.
Germany.
To me, Emily, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm going to have to go with Florida.
Smart.
All right, not bad.
Smart, shrewd. Well, hold on a second. Now, why do you say Florida?
I spent a lot of time there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you know just how effed up those people can be. Yeah.
The weather's warm. It makes you a little batty.
Makes you nutty.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you something about Florida. Everything is worse in Florida. Like, and they go like, oh, you think you got cockroaches.
You got mosquitoes.
Oh, you think you got me. Oh, you not been out to the panhandle. You're not seeing what goes. Yeah.
Also, I just think it's easier to get your hand on a lot of puppies in Florida than it is in Germany.
Really?
Don't you think?
No, but
sort of. Has it gotten really late for me that makes sense?
No, I don't think puppy availability is. I'm not factoring that in. That's not a main factor.
The leather goes Germany for me.
I just had this moment where I'm like, at 11:16, I lost it. I've been up for too long.
Puppy availability. I think leather. First off, Florida's a little warm to dress a dog in leather.
Yeah, gotta be locked in with your dogs.
Yeah, here's all I'm saying. You are right that everything is worse in Florida. Like, we have snakes out here, but they're not all poisonous. We have mosquitoes. They're not the size of Frisbees,
right,
and so on and so forth. Everything is just worse over there. And that then trickles down to the people. The people are worse over there, too. So, you say...
They're just always on vacation. It's Florida. It's warm.
Yeah, they're horrible people. You say they're running from something. You say Florida. Drew and I are going Germany. Eric?
Well, let me just tell Emily first that I lived in Germany for 5 years, and I could tell you some stories of what happens to puppies over there. It is.
You just told us one.
Dusseldorf, Germany.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When I lived there for 5 years, and I had a landlord, and he was, kind of the older generation farmer guy, and his farm dog had puppies that he didn't want, so he got rid of them by throwing them against the wall until they were deceased.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, yeah. Who would have
work
guessed?
for the chicken company.
Who would have guessed that those people were capable of something like that?
Germans.
The Germans.
Wow.
That's just it's a peace-loving people
You
over
know,
there.
It's not
You know.
the people, it's the government, right?
Yeah. I always love that. I love that one. It's not the people. They're great people. It's the government. The government. What country do they import them from?
The people. Yeah.
What's the German government? What is
What was Eric doing over there in Germany for 5 years?
Military.
You think?
Yeah.
Eric?
Yeah.
The hell were you doing over there for 5 years?
Oh, I had a job throwing puppies against the wall. No, my dad was in the military.
Dad was in the military. Okay.
I saw the Berlin Wall come down.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's neat.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was cool.
The Berlin Wall, thanks for calling, Eric.
Return to Arizona.
Berlin Wall was funny. Well, look, whenever you see guys that sound like who don't, or then when you see black guys in like Germany, what the? Oh yeah, military. You always got to go military. Like you see some brother, and it's like, yeah, he was born in Mainz, Germany. It's like, what the? oh, okay, all right. Now it's snapped into focus. We got a lot of military guys over in Germany. Yeah.
I think that if I try and jump in with any more advice, y'all should remind me that I think it's easier to get a hold of puppies in Florida than it is in Germany. I think someone needs to just intervene and say, just don't know.
Puppies are the real premium in Germany. They don't have puppies over there. The dogs are born full size. They come out full. It's tough on the mothers. Oh yeah, they got to give them an extra, stitch for the episiotomy. But they're born at 9 years. Well, there's no puppies.
It's really easy to get your hands on puppies in America.
Yeah, I can't believe a German would actually kill somebody in a cruel way that way. No. It just doesn't seem right. Not the Germany I know. Not the Germany that tried to round up every Jew in the world.
I was going to say, your people love Germany.
Yeah, they're great. They're wonderful. They're beautiful people over there.
People joined up with them.
I was going to...
Yeah, my Italian brothers.
As I heard that, I was like, the Corollas. Actually, see, it's official. This has been great. I have loved being here. I think I should go to sleep.
Mussolini got strung up, though. That was good news. You know what I like about, too? They got hold of Mussolini and his girlfriend. And put them both in town. It doesn't matter. Back in the day, they would not only string your ass up, whoever you effed last got strung up, too. Wife, girlfriend, didn't matter. You're going, too.
It's an old country way of doing things.
Yeah, what do you got? You got a dog? You got anything else we can string up? We'll string it all up.
You got some puppies?
Put your puppies right in a premium in Germany. I think Italy, and have them string them up right in the center of town. Yeah, I'm telling you, we need to bomb Germany again. I'm one of the few people that has the guts to admit this, but we are not done with that country. We have not begun to repay that country. Just not done. I'll give Japan a little shot, too. A little something. Everyone thinks that's insane.
What do you want to do with the Middle East?
You know what? I'll give the Middle East a little break.
Really?
Give them a little break and bomb Germany.
Why the break for the Middle East?
Well, here's the whole thing, the way I look at it. The Middle East, we don't agree with them philosophically. We have a few beefs with them. But ultimately, in terms of our people, they're accountable for several thousand deaths, whereas Germans, several million. You see what I'm saying?
I see. You need a little payback.
It's payback time. And Japanese as well. And Japanese got a much higher death toll. What I mean is, here's the thing. You know when they have fighter airplanes and they have the little sticker on it, little Japanese flag or swastika or whatever, and that's for every German plane you shot down, for every Japanese plane. If you took a look at a Middle Eastern plane, there would only be a handful of American flags on there. If you took a look at a German flag, there'd be millions. You see what I'm saying? Hundreds of thousands. Same with Japanese. So I'm saying, let's prioritize.
Give the Middle East a chance to catch up.
Let you guys catch up.
Yeah.
And we'll be bombing Germany. And it'll be a little, it'll be one of those things where it's like, look, not sure if you guys are planning anything or what you got planned on later in the century. We'll just give you a quick little bombing, little wake-up call, little something, little how do you do? Just in case you got something else going on. You don't want to round up any more people and put them in ovens.
Jason,
let's give it a little shot.
Jason.
Yeah. And, that makes me crazy, by the way. Yeah.
Jason, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Right. What's happening? Here's the other
Hold on,
thing.
Jason.
Let me just say this. We never, we're still getting our ass kicked around for slavery. That was a lot further back than what the Germans were doing. Why can't we still kick the Germans' ass around for what they're trying to do to the Jews in Europe? Know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's in the 40s. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we can still get our butt kicked around, and rightfully so, for slavery, we can still kick their butt around for at least a good 100 years. That's all I'm saying. This is You blowing up a couple train stations, that we can forget about in 40, 50 years. You rounding up 6 million Jews, that stays on your record.
Laughing time is over.
That's going to stay on your record for just a couple centuries. Yeah?
Fair enough.
Make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's like declaring bankruptcy. You can't just do it to get out of paying a Visa bill and then just go out and buy a car the next day. It's got to stay on your record for a few years. Yes?
Fair enough.
That's how you learn. Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, what's going on?
I love the fact Jason's from Laguna Beach, and now Laguna's kind of where I grew up, and now it's an icon because of that MTV show.
Yeah. Well, Drew, you put it on the map.
Of course.
Life garden there.
Yeah.
Bronze skin glistening in the sun.
They'd only done the show about us in the late 70s and early 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's been good times.
Go ahead, Jason.
Okay, anyway, I've been with my girlfriend for about a year now. And sex has been great up until about a month ago. She hasn't really been able to orgasm during sex, but I got this thing called a butterfly or a dolphin online.
Mm-hmm.
She basically wears this while we have sex, and she's been able to orgasm.
She has been able to.
And she has been able to with this. And we tried a couple times without, and she enjoys it, but there's no orgasm.
Right. That makes her a normal woman.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to know, is this going to be how it is from now on?
Yes.
100%.
You're lucky that she was able to orgasm at all during intercourse. Most women can't, even with the dolphin.
This thing, it clips on, and
I understand, but a lot of women just having somebody inside.
We understand it's in the room.
Yeah, just having
we understand it's not an actual dolphin.
Having penetration.
He's acting like it's an actual dolphin on top of his girlfriend. He's like flippers banging his girlfriend.
Jason smokes so much pot, he might still.
Jason is in the dolphin's blowhole while the dolphin's going down on the old lady.
There you go. She's using the tail.
You understand this clips on.
Is this going to go on?
Yeah, do we have to deal with this?
This is going on for hundreds and hundreds of years, as long as stars have been in the sky. You'll be dead, and your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, will be using this dolphin on their girlfriends.
A lot of women, I dare say most, have some sort of inhibitory response just with penetration. So you're lucky that you can get this to happen. It's not as common as not common.
What's the beef for you? I mean,
I don't know. Just in the past, that's never been a problem, and I just,
Well, that's you've been
frustrating. And
You've been on a lucky streak. Over 60%, about roughly 60% of women can never have orgasm with intercourse.
But the past with this girlfriend?
No. I mean, me and her are great. I'm saying in the past with other
his previous series, they were able to orgasm with intercourse, which is rare, not rare.
Yeah,
which is not as common.
Look at this as a wake up call.
A wake up call
for how it's going to be with most women.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
That's
how it is.
Look, if you're going to end your life, now's the time. Because this is
doing that.
all right. Easy on the weed, Jason.
Jason.
And I'll just give you the female perspective for a second.
Go ahead, Emma.
Don't let it make you feel bad. It's got nothing to do with you.
That's right.
Yeah,
out of your control.
How the orgasm functions.
That's why I don't even try anymore.
Has been recently shown to be a genetically determined issue.
To write that down.
Yeah, I'll give it to your wife.
You need a note. Right. Yeah.
You've got a pen. You can.
Please, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason, you smoke a lot.
What's going on with you and the weed, brother?
I mean, I wouldn't say.
Jason, who are you kidding?
Who are you talking to?
It's at least 2 big bowls a day.
Yeah.
On weekends definitely.
And definitely every day.
Let me explain weekend.
You know what? Tell you the truth.
Tuesday through Sunday night.
Maybe I get high one time a day at night after work.
That's controlling yourself.
Anymore.
Yeah,
Last week.
Last week you made a pact.
Yeah, no. It's been a while now. I've been pretty good with it.
What do you do for a living?
I actually I go around the country and I talk to undergrads about consulting, IT consulting. And so this has been going on for about 6 months now, and I just go and recruit. And
really, is that a head? Does that make you a headhunter?
Well, I'm going to be eventually, but it's kind of like a 2-year training program where I go and I kind of learn about it and everything. Which is another thing because I'm gone from my girlfriend, about a month at a time. But
just realize the pot's going to cut you off at the knees eventually. It's going to make it very difficult to keep this level of motivation going.
All right,
it just
buddy.
is.
All right. Well,
That's how it
look,
works.
he goes out, does his work.
That's
he goes
fine.
home and has a ball.
No, it's fine. Listen, whatever. I'm not the man.
We're not uptight, dude.
But he needs to prepare for that. That's going to eventually have an effect.
All right, or curtail it a little bit.
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. People that love it the way he does. It's really hard for them to stop.
Well, he said he used to smoke it
twice a day.
He used to wake and bake, and then he stopped doing that.
Yeah, but to really knock it way down, it's very hard for them.
Jason.
Yeah.
Do you think you could not smoke pot for a week?
You know what? I've been asked that question before. I think I could.
All right.
One week and that'd be it for the rest of his life.
It's a bad sign that you've been asked.
I was going to say, if someone's asked you that question before, the answer might not be good.
Yeah, but you know what, though? In high school, it was every day, and then in college, it was every day. And, I've definitely been able to, calm it down to, once a day.
What do you do? Hold on. In high school, it was every day, and now it's just down to once a day?
That's just down to every day.
By the way, I'd love to see your recruitment. You speaking in front of her. Dudes, you guys got to... Yeah, I got to maintain, dudes. Tell you what, right now. Just like Jerry Garcia used to say, hey, and what about when you travel? Where do you get the weed?
I have from home. I bring.
No. Adam literally wants to know where you stash it.
Where you travel? Like, how do you travel with the weed?
I have a medicine jar.
Well, Adam's got his opened up right there at the airport.
Oh, I got to tell you, man.
Do we take our break? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Did we take a 20?
No, we didn't. I was in Vegas a few weeks back for a bachelor party, and some guy who was evidently the drug dealer guy of the party gave me a righteous joint. Right when I left, he just said, here's a big fat spleef for you. And I looked at it, and I was like, well, it's 4 a.m, and I'm drunk, so I think I'll be going to bed. But I'm leaving in the morning. I'm not gonna flush the joint down the toilet. It's a perfectly good joint. I might smoke this when I get home. I don't really smoke pot, but I like to have a joint around if they're having a party or something. I got some cool Hollywood friends want to come over and toke out, so be it. So I was like, I'm not going to throw this thing away. But then I thought, I don't want to drag it through the airport either. And then I thought, you know what? F the man. Who cares? This guy gave me this joint. I'm bringing it home. I'm not doing anything. I pay a ton of taxes. I'm not a criminal. What the hell? It's and by the way, it's not a box cutter. I'm just going to throw it. I'll throw it in my medicine bag. And I'll throw it in my bag, and I'll put it in my toiletry bag, and I'll get out of here. And then I get to the airport, and of course I have the scissors in the toiletry bag, and the guy pulls me out of line.
Scary story.
The guy pulls me out of line. He's like, "Oh, we gotta open up the bag," and I'm like, "Oh Christ, I forgot." And I threw it inside a little aspirin container or something. And luckily, he pulled it out, but he didn't.
He put it out there.
He didn't open the thing
on the table.
All right, but here's the thing.
Imagine that.
No, it sounds awful.
I don't want
but
to crap
you know what?
yourself.
We got to take a break. But let me tell you why I didn't care and why I thought about it.
Because you would have been righteous indignation. You would have wanted to fight
I would like
it.
the sane.
The name would have been in the paper.
Yeah. I would like the sane, law-abiding, mega tax-paying citizens of this country to claim it back from the super right-wing fundamentalist a-holes and the super left-wing attorneys. I want somebody to take a stand in the name of sanity, which is, I'm an adult, I don't have a drug problem, I pay tons in taxes. What is the problem here? Yeah. Here's the thing. I am governed by the laws of sanity, not by your retarded laws. Somebody explain to me why this is wrong, and let's stop running scared when we're not actually criminals because some idiot decided something should be illegal when it really shouldn't be. Can we please do that?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If your children were to try pot, what would you feel about it?
It depends.
Let's answer that when we come back, Drew. Right. That's a provocative question. All right. Yeah, he's already given them Quaaludes, but that was ground up. That was ground up in their milk.
Just to make them happy.
We'll take a quick break. Emily Procter here tonight from CSI Miami. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Keep things up with... It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Emily Proctor's here tonight from CSI Miami. Watch my show tonight at midnight. Too late.
I watched your show, and I didn't even know I was going to be on here. And I had some very weird hallucination that you were talking about your second child being born.
What the?
At Emily Proctor.
You were wearing a burgundy sweater.
I'll tell you, watch Steve-O go insane, attack me, and then destroy the glass table.
What do you do? What do you explain to your viewing audience?
Well, they can see what's going on.
No, but do you just take a break and then go, or do you just go right,
do that? We'll be back. Yeah.
You dress sort of formal on the show, though.
Yeah.
Khaki
to
sweater.
make you look nice. Yeah. I clean up.
I kind of like this, though, to be honest.
The casual look?
Yeah.
You get that on the TLC show. Don't worry.
Yeah, TLC.
I am very excited to see that.
Yeah.
Because construction makes you bonkers, or it makes one bonkers, makes me bonkers. And has your dad ever done it before?
Emily does a little house flipping herself. In the TLC show, I buy my dad's old house. My dad knows less about construction than aborted babies.
Yes.
Because I have always found,
Drink
no matter,
that in.
even if you love it, I can't wait to watch that show, because even though I love it, and I do, there's something that happens psychologically in the beginning that's just feral. It's just like there's all of this just sort of mishigas that's just happening.
Yes, it can be. It
Wait
can
to
be
see this, Michigas.
It can be intimidating for the lay people. My problem is I'm too confident. I don't see anything as being
Has anybody
a problem.
bought it yet?
Has anyone bought my false confidence?
The house.
Oh, the house. No, not sold it yet. Working on it. Working hard on it. And no, my dad does no construction of any
He's
kind.
not involved with this at all.
He's not involved. I just bought the house and kicked him out and then tore it up.
Okay.
That's
you just gutted it, or?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, no. It's gutted. Yeah, it was gutted. Yeah.
We got to take a break, pretty much.
We got to take a break. Mike?
This was fascinating.
You're 20?
Yeah.
What's up?
All right. Well, first, I just want to say, Adam, you're a god. I love your new show, too.
Thanks. You watch Steve-O go insane and attack me tonight.
Okay, yeah, well.
All right. What's up?
Yeah, I have a spinal injury, and the only way to get my sexuality back is, like, to use speed.
It's strangely, Mike sounds like Jimmy from South Park. Doesn't he?
Why? Well, why does he have a spinal? Why do you have a spinal injury, Mike? What happened?
I fell 3 stories.
And are you paraplegic, quadriplegic?
No. Well, yeah, I'm considered quadriplegic.
Quadriplegic.
Are you? So you're in a wheelchair?
No, I'm able to walk, luckily, but I was in a wheelchair for about 3.5 months. But
how is your function now? I mean, as far as, if I saw you walking, would I know that you'd been injured?
You probably wouldn't. I have some big scars on my neck. Other than that,
that's why I said saw you walking. Like, if I saw you walking across the parking lot, would I know that you had been injured?
Probably not.
What did they put in your neck? Stabilizers?
Yeah, well, they removed my C5 and they repaired my C4. And they...
Oof, man, are you lucky. Wow.
I was going to say, you sound so interesting.
You are so lucky. It's crazy, right?
And they fused...
Interesting, like when someone gets attacked by a bear. They're interesting. Yeah, not interesting like they invented something interesting.
Well, I can't imagine what it would feel like to fall. What did that feel like?
Yeah. It was...
I'm sorry.
Like puppies falling out of a...
I know. That was a terrible moment. I said to Marcus when y'all were gone, the moment that I said the thing about the puppies, I truly believed it, which is just so sad.
Oh, baby, you're up in your head. You're cool. Don't worry about it.
But no, I don't mean to be flip about it, but it's a feeling that most people will never know.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
Well, most people that actually jump off the apartment building and hit the swimming pool know what the feeling of falling is. It's just they don't know what the feeling of missing the swimming pool is. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
What'd you do? Land on your head?
Well, no, I guess I landed on my neck, I guess. That's how my neck got broken.
Right.
I don't really remember falling. I remember the actual moment before I fell, but...
What did you think?
What were you doing?
I was screwing around with my friends on top of an industrial building, like down the street from my house.
All right.
We were drinking, and so...
all right.
alcohol and heights.
So Mike, now you need speed in order to have your sexual arousal or sensation back.
Well, just overall, just like drive, like to get, in the mood to do sex or anything.
All right.
Are you on medication otherwise?
That's a good question. Medication?
I'm on Neurontin
Yeah.
and methadone.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Oh, methadone.
Mike, for Christ's sake.
No,
Are you on methadone because you got strung out on some painkillers?
No, it's. I was on OxyContin, but methadone is actually.
No, he didn't get strung on painkillers, just on OxyContin. How dare you, Adam?
I'm
A little bit of
sorry.
heroin.
I'm sorry.
Methadone,
I spoke out of turn.
Mike,
I
people
thought
on
you were on
methadone,
painkillers,
people
not
on
OxyContin.
methadone. Yeah, people on methadone. That's an opiate. That's a chronic painkiller. People do not get a sex drive on methadone. That's one of the
It's a
main
low
side
dose.
of-
Though. It's 10 milligrams twice a day. That's it. That's a pretty low dose.
That is a pretty low dose, Mike, but 20 will still do that to you.
All right, Mike, baby doll, you've been through enough, and so has your body to
Get
be
off the-
doing
get off the
methadone
methadone.
and doing speed and doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Baby, we gotta wring your sponge a little here and start with some clean water. Your bucket's dirty. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's like when you got a mop in a dirty bucket, and all of a sudden you're just taking dirt and putting it back on the floor. You got to rinse that thing every once in a
None
while.
of that. This whole problem he has the result of his alcoholism.
Yeah, he was drunk.
drinking,
He fell off something. Then he's on methadone and speed. I mean, come on, baby doll. You're 20. Let's go now. Let's focus. And here's the deal. Here's the deal. You dodged a bullet. You could be Christopher Reeves right now.
Yeah.
Thank God you're not. Now let's stop taunting your maker.
If you keep with the addiction, there will yet be another round.
You have another accident, or you will your heart will stop.
Yeah.
Let's go. You got a new lease on life. Don't F up the lease. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. Call 1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody. Emily Procter's here. Drew, remind me to talk more about that
Construction.
during the next break. You ever heard me talk about construction?
Now we got to move ahead.
Yeah, I got to move
We
ahead.
also never answered, I never got the answer that maybe I would love to get.
About your belly?
If your children smoked pot, what would happen?
Oh, yeah.
That one. I forgot all about that one.
Emily knows
You're like,
radio
you're
better
putting me
than
on
we
the
do.
spot.
I would be very anxious about it. I would create consequences for it to make it clear.
What would the consequences be?
I don't know. Restrictions of various types, those driving privileges.
Limit them to only 700 channels of TV?
I would, 700 channels of TV. I would...
They're token out right now.
I would bring out the urine toxicology cups.
Oh. Drew.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Drew, Emily.
He's not fooling around.
No, Drew has often thought about drug testing and stands by that for the children. And my feeling is we'll let them get into trouble, and then you can drug test them.
When you get in trouble, then you get treatment.
The preemptive drug, find a joint. You know what I mean? When the kid's 15, don't do the preemptive strike on the drug testing. I think that freaks the kids out.
Yeah, I would say that might be slightly fascist.
Yeah.
You know
Anal
what?
and fascist.
It actually, in terms of
but
looking at what works, it works.
Let me explain this, Drew.
Yeah.
Don't get into this cycle where you go, look, it's for their own good, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. And if I'm not the world's, look, if I don't make some fans, I don't care.
Not that kind of
Don't
feeling at
hide
all.
behind that.
It's if they had diabetes, you check the blood sugar. This is the only objective screen we have.
Except for you don't know they have diabetes.
Right. So you have to screen. So
no, you don't. You have to wait till they show a symptom, and then you find out they have diabetes.
Well, no. Then you got addiction. That's a whole different thing.
I'm saying you don't. Right now, they don't. You don't have to check them for diabetes.
No, I wouldn't check them. And you said if they.
You're saying they have diabetes.
No, you said if
I'm
they
saying
used.
You don't know they have
if
diabetes.
If they used.
Oh, if they used.
Yes, what you asked me. How would you feel about it?
No, because you're going to screen anyway.
No.
Oh.
No, I don't think so. I may pull it out as a threat, but I'm not going to do it. So.
You know what Drew's going to do?
What are the odds that they will?
They will what?
That they will try it.
Oh, 1,000%, maybe higher.
The question is what age and that kind of stuff, and then whether or not it becomes a problem.
I'll tell you what Drew's going to do. Drew is going to take a shoebox, he's going to cover it with foil. He's going to take duct tape, put on it, and he's going to write weedometer on it, and he's going to hook a vacuum hose to it, and he's going to walk. It's going to have a battery and a red light, and he's going to walk through them. This detects weed, so if you have any, just bring it out now, because the weedometer cannot be beaten, and he's going to walk around. It's going to be making weird noises, and hopefully the kids will just fess up.
I like that.
That's all you need.
Something like that.
That's all you need.
But anyway, I'm not going to get into lengthy, discussions about struggles over it.
Right.
Really not.
Well, I just think it's such a passionate topic for you. I think it's an interesting question, having teenage children.
That's not going to be a struggle. It's just, my thing is all about, you create structure, you bring the axe down, you stand back.
There are rules.
And you let the kids pull the axe down on their head if they want. That's up to them.
That's right.
It's up to them.
Then the eating disorder and the therapy
then we
comes.
treat that.
I hate you, Dad.
We treat
I hate
that
you. I wish you were
Well,
dead.
okay. Just my job.
I can't stand you. Why can't you die? Kristen?
Hi.
Kristen?
Yes.
What's up? Uh-oh. What happened to you?
Nothing.
She said hi, you didn't hear her. So
Sexual abuse?
No, just physical.
Physical abuse. All right. Hear that in your voice.
Oh.
1,000.
Hey, can you catch flesh-eating bacteria from cutting yourself?
Definitely.
Yeah. That's how they do it. That's how you get it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You can get all kinds of infections.
do you cut-
Every time you violate your skin, that's opening yourself to infection. One of them could be the flesh eating.
Do you cut yourself?
By the way, the flesh eating bacteria just as prevalent as ever been. Do you hear about it every day?
No.
It's not so interesting.
Something
depressing
happened
anymore.
to flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah, it became what it's always been.
Mad cow and a killer mold all have taken a back seat to 10,000 dead New Orleans and carnage in the Superdome.
Or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever. That's why everyone has to not buy into whatever the scare du jour is.
The
Please,
press, yes.
Please do not listen. Well, it could be 10,000 is a conservative estimate.
And then they got into the water's insanely polluted, horrible pathogens. It's
Just a side note on that topic is my boyfriend was on the JetBlue plane, and he said he said it was fast. I know.
What?
With the
I had a
landing
week
gear.
last week.
Yeah.
But he said it was interesting to watch the correspondence on the television and then to be inside the plane.
Them making such a huge deal out of it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a huge deal. It's very traumatic, but just the misinformation.
Well, here's the thing, too, is JetBlue is about the only thing that has satellite television, so
Right.
you can actually watch yourself flying around.
Yeah.
And what did the pilot say to them before they landed?
His stories about it were, I think, fascinating, and I thought the pilot seemed like an amazing guy. And at one point he came on and he said, look, I know that you all are scared, and I just want you to know that this is what I do, and I'm going to put her down. And
Most of my friends who are pilots said this is something they prepare for. It's not that big a deal.
Kristen?
But
sorry. I don't want to cut Emily off, but
I'm sorry. It's about Kristen.
I know. I love the fact that your boyfriend was on that plane. I talk about for an hour, except we got 3 seconds
All
left.
right, Kristen, the fact is you're a cutter. You have been physically abused. That needs to be dealt with. Eventually, yes, you will get some sort of horrible infection.
So please...
What?
You remember that girl who wanted to be bulimic or anorexic?
Yes.
It's me.
Okay, baby doll. Good. Is it bogus? Hold on. Jenna, we're going to put you on hold. Yeah, put you on hold. We'll talk to you first tomorrow. She's been on hold for 55 minutes. I feel bad. We never did talk to her. Sorry, Jenna. Just hang tight. Do not hang up on her. We'll get her first tomorrow night. We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
If you need help,
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Buddy, that's it. Love with Emily Procter.
Yes, indeed. iPod Nanos again tomorrow night, and plus 10 free downloads from iTunes.
Emily Procter, CSI, 10 o'clock, CBS, Monday nights. And watch Steve O go insane on my Comedy Central TV show about now. So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.